everybody, it's Eva here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new Sims 4 speed build. And once again, I'm not done with the cottage living hype. I'm still so obsessed with the world, the pack, the build items, just the surroundings of every lot. I love building here and I am really enjoying doing these British style buildings, which is why I've decided to create a converted mill with a modern extension. So this one's a bit tricky and I already have to apologize for all the landscaping that is going to be part of this video, because this is the 64 by 64 in Henford-on-Bagley, which is the new world, and this is actually the biggest lot that we have on this map. When I started building it, I was like, yeah, I'll be fine, you know, I'll be fine. And then after hours and hours of landscaping, I was just exhausted. I was like, this is why I don't do 64s by 64s. But basically what I've decided to do is create an old mill, which is the building on the right, that is connected to an old farmhouse via a modern extension. I've seen some pictures of this on Pinterest, so just the extension between two old houses, and I thought it'd be a great idea to have this modern extension right above a lake or pond or whatever, which is why I needed the 64 by 64. I needed a lot of space to create this huge pond, and I thought it'd be like really nice if you're up there in the living room, which is what I've put in the extension, to look out onto the lake and the view. And I mean, it must be really beautiful to have a house like that and just chill up there, you know. And to my demise, I also decided to build this on raised terrain. So the landscaping was not hard enough on its own. No, I decided to do it on raised terrain, which is an absolute nightmare. And I'm very glad that I have tool mod. I mean, I do have other tricks for building on raised terrain, which I talked about in my landscaping tutorial. But now that I've got tool, which I didn't have back then, I find it a little bit easier to actually do it with tool. And the trick basically is I placed a lot of plants just on the raised terrain, even if they're floating. There's a lot of floating plants in this video. And then I just toggled each object that I placed down and lowered it into the ground. So that way it's kind of the easiest option for me. And especially because there's two hills with like 4 sides and then there's a backside as well, I pretty much just copy and pasted the landscaping, which was a huge time saver. So big thank you to Twisted Mixie for creating this mod. Otherwise I would have gone insane. But yeah, I did just copy and paste a lot of the plants and then obviously like modify it to make it look natural and not symmetrical and stuff like that. And yeah, it was the biggest time saver, and I can definitely recommend doing that if you are like up to a task on raised terrain. Yeah, absolute nightmare, and I'm not doing raised terrain again anytime soon. Oh, it's literally haunting me. I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, there is so much landscaping that I decided to cut out a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean probably 70% of all the landscaping. Like I said, in every single video so far, I always use the same 6 plants or so that I always place. They're all from Cottage Living, and then there's the base game like weed or whatever it is, grass that I use by ponds. So like all of those are always the same, and I did not want to bore you to death by just showing you hours and hours of landscaping. So yeah, the important bits and the decorations of the exterior and everything are all there. It's just you don't see like 100,000 plants being put down. In general, like I wanted to create this really old mill with a lake around it, like I said, and it is connected to the old farmhouse. And on the interior, I again went for a modern interior because, as you guys know, I do not like traditional old-fashioned interiors. So I just like mixing it by having the old-fashioned side of it on the exterior and then a modern interior. So yeah, I really hope you like this build, and if you do, then please leave a like and also subscribe to my channel. That would really mean a lot. And yeah, I really hope you like this. It's very out there, it's very different. It's not what I usually do, but I was just so inspired by this like modern extension slash connecting bit that I just wanted to give it a go and see how you like it. It was very fun to build though. I really enjoyed just like how different it was. And also one of the main reasons why I decided to build a converted mill is because there are 2 water wheels in the debug section of Cottage Living, and a drum roll, they actually move in live mode, as you guys will see in the tour at the end where I filmed it in live mode. And the water mill as well is actually moving, and it looks so cool and so realistic, and I'm very glad that we got these 2 wheels. So yeah, I couldn't help but place one of them, and it's just so cute. I just love that wheel, and the fact that it moves, I don't know, it's really cool to me. I'm really happy that they added that to the debug. I don't know why they don't add them to the main build and buy, because they are clearly really cool items and people would love to use them. So why shove them in the debug section, I do not know, but you know, I'm glad we have all the debug access. And another thing that I experienced for the first time ever, I think, is a really annoying glitch, namely the terrain paint glitch, where it just literally vanishes for no reason. It literally just decided to F off, which was perfect, and it happened multiple times. So I had a blast doing this terrain paint. I am fuming. I'm actually fuming. It's so much work to do terrain paint. And the fact that this is still a glitch, like I think people have been reporting this for months, if not like a year or so, and it's still happening, and I'm like, how is that still a thing? But yeah, I'm over it now. And I will not touch terrain paint for a while. Just kidding. But anyway, the main building is a kind of loft situation, so the house itself is actually not huge. So the building on the left has the kitchen, the dining room, there's a bathroom, and then it's literally just the loft with the staircase, and then this like huge open loft space. And then the middle like modern extension slash connecting bit is where the living room is located, like I said before. And then in the Olde Mill, which is the building on the right, there is a bedroom with a open plan bathroom, and on the ground floor there is just a big storage area, because I kind of wanted to keep the old charm of the mill and not just fully convert it and like create a new bedroom or whatever. I wanted it to be like an old storage slash tractor garage, and a laundry room as well. So I always need some bit of clutter in these buildings. I don't like when they're too minimalistic, and I think like a storage room slash garage would be probably the perfect room to do that in. So yeah, the building itself is really not huge. It has 1 bedroom and 2 bathrooms. Yeah, it's not very big, and there's also a little terrace out at the back, where I also added lots of plants off camera after I furnished the little bits and bobs, so you don't really see the finished result until the tour. So I recommend you watch the tour to see all the final results, because obviously the landscaping isn't finished, nowhere near finished while I'm building. Anyway, I'm afraid the speed build is coming to an end now, and of course the tour is coming up that I hope you will enjoy. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and also subscribe, like I said, and I can't wait to see you again next week with a brand new speed build. Bye!